I am doing today, all day, and all night maybe, what I've been doing for a year and a half. I'm representing my client.
So while he was representing his client, he's also tweeting about the investigation into the Bidens as being unresolved and as a major obstacle for U.S. assistance to Ukraine, which some are interpreting as an explicit admission of quid pro quo. Well, joining me right now, MSNBC legal analyst Danny Cevallos, who knows what a quid pro quo is. So are those tweets an admission of that?
Not for Rudy Giuliani,
Okay.
They're not, because they're part of the core defense of Republicans and the White House, which is this. And this is the only direction this defense can ultimately go, because Trump has admitted to the request. He's admitted that he asked the president of Ukraine for a favor. The only path to legitimacy is if there was a true corruption threat in Ukraine, and specifically if Hunter Biden and Burisma posed a true corruption threat, one to the United States and one that fell within the president's Article 2 power to investigate. And that is why Rudy Giuliani is in Ukraine. He's building that case so that he can bring a news network there, right-leaning news network, to do a documentary or to investigate this issue and yield factual information that Rudy Giuliani can point to and say, this corruption, this evidence, these facts show that President Trump was warranted in requesting an investigation, not just generally into corruption, but specifically into Hunter Biden. It's the only path that will work for Republicans that passes even remotely any kind of smell test. And even then, it's a bit of a stretch.
It is a bit of a stretch, you say. But he's there, as you mentioned, doing this documentary. They're conducting a number of different interviews with what they say are Ukrainian witnesses. From a legal standpoint, could any of those interviews perhaps be a conflict of interest with Giuliani?
That's the problem. Rudy Giuliani is a walking conflict of interest because he's wearing so many hats. Is he a lawyer for President Trump? Is he a lawyer for his indicted colleagues, Lev Parnas and Igor Fruman? Is he an unofficial private member of the State Department? And now it appears he's got a new hat, that of documentarian. So it's really hard to say that Rudy Giuliani can say that he's representing a client when he's doing other things that aren't normally legal services and advice, traditionally what we lawyers do for our clients.